Welcome to this screencast. In this fourth lesson on Vectorial Giotto, we're going to use multiple motion tweens within the same scene to make the movement of our characters more advanced. We're also going to distort some shapes to save time when drawing them. Here's one I've made earlier. We are going to make the jet engines in the version we're going to create together. We're going to make the jet engines more obvious than they are moving a little bit. And you can see that the character is accelerating off the screen at the end. If we look at our motion tweens within the same scene, the one when the character is flying on the screen, we can see that it's starting to become more complicated with multiple motion tweens on the same frame, as well as some that go slower across the whole 40 frames. That's for the cloud. The first thing I'm going to do is to create a new movie clip symbol for the jet fires that come out of the feet of my alien. It's a movie clip, insert it into the library, and let's use some star shapes that are going to be distorted to draw the fire. Here's a star. Let's move it to the center of our screen and use the sub-selection tool. Now, I'm going to distort this shape by moving those green squares representing the corners of my shape, and just moving them, and that's how I distort and create that jet engine. Let's add more layers, change colors, I'm going to use 3 layers this time, but unlike in the demo I showed you earlier, I want to make it much more obvious that these jets are moving, because when we shrink it later as we use it in the main animation, I want to make it really obvious something is happening here. Working on my 3 layers together, let's insert some. I keep the shift, I'm using the shift key at the same time as clicking to select multiple layers together, insert keyframes. Free transform, I want to be working on the first layer, the red one, shrink it a little bit, and insert a motion tween. The next layer, I'm going to shrink it as well, and move the top bits a little bit. So I want it to give the impression it's moving as well as shrinking. Let's test this out. Quite often with Giotto, I was working just on my movie clip symbol, and as I tested it, as I played the animation, it's gone to play the whole thing. I now need to select my movie clip symbol and make sure what I'm doing next is working on my jet. It's going to, here we go. I'll deactivate the onion skin before testing my effect. Save my work. Click on Go to Movie to use this movie clip onto my main animation. I'm going to create a new layer so I can have different motion tweens than for my alien. Rotate with free transform and shrink. insert a keyframe on frame 20. From frame 20 to frame 40, I want my blue alien to accelerate off the screen. I'm doing that with a motion tween. It's going to accelerate off the screen because the jets, they give it a boost by becoming larger. My jet starts on frame 20 where the feet are. On frame 24, using the free transform tool, first I'm repositioning them so they follow the feet, and I make them bigger. You can see that the jets are growing and following the blue alien as it starts moving across the screen. They need to keep on following the blue alien. Same thing, working on frame 20, I'm just repositioning the jet so they follow it off the screen. Insert my motion tween. I want the cloud to move slower than the birds. I want to redo the whole cloud. So let's remove everything I had before between frame 1 and frame 20. Starting again at the first frame, the cloud is on the right side of my screen, and I want it to take the whole 40 frames to cross. So now, in this one single scene, I've got multiple motion tweens getting me some birds flying faster than the cloud across the screen before the jet engine ignites, and give the alien a boost to help it move off the screen. Save my work. To finish, I can reuse my jet movie clip symbol into the very first scene and do something very similar to help the alien take off from the ground because it's got some large jets coming off its feet. So this is the first frame. Those jets need to follow the alien off the screen all the way up to frame 20. Selecting them together, I can move them across and rotate them same way that I've done for the alien. Insert the motion tween and check. That's looking all right. It is following the feet of the alien all the way. Save my work and export it. And here is the results. We can see the yellow of the jets. We can see how it's moving within the jet. So again, I got animation inside the animation thanks to our movie clip. Thank you very much for following all this, and I look forward to seeing your work.